Hello! Today I am going to be giving my opinions on 5 of the most popular sparkling water brands according to the top sellers on a few different online stores. These brands being LaCroix, Bubbly, Spindrift, Pierre, and San Pellegrino. First up, LaCroix, the most popular sparkling water brand. In fact, at one point, it was accounting for 30% of all sparkling water sales. My favorite part of LaCroix is the amount of flavors and options that the brand offers, currently having 24 different flavors to choose from. Ranging from their fun flavors such as pamplemousse to the more traditional lime. They also are constantly changing up flavors with different ones for different seasons, so you never get bored. Another gain that LaCroix has is that it is very easy to get. Almost every grocery store has all sorts of cases of LaCroix, so you know that is always an option. However, LaCroix's parent company and founder has some ethical issues, so there is a slight twang on the conscience. When drinking LaCroix, the flavor is fairly strong, and it doesn't fade out either, so you can take your time drinking it. However, the carbonation of LaCroix is not as strong as some of its competitors, so it doesn't give as big of a kick as it could. All in all, LaCroix gets a solid 8 out of 10. Next, let's talk about Bubbly. Bubbly is rapidly rising in popularity, despite only being around since 2018. Bubbly has less flavor options, with only 8, all of which are just the classic fruit flavors. My favorite part about Bubbly is that each can flirts with you a little bit, which is very fun time. Each tab, like open thing, says, "Oh, hi," and each flavor has something different on the side. Lime says, "I feel like I can be open around you," and Blackberry says, "Fancy seeing you here." The first sip of Bubbly tastes great, second to none, matching up with its company, PepsiCo, which created Pepsi to outshine Coke in a taste test. However, Coke often wins in the slow sipping game. Bubbly is very similar. The initial hit is great, but after a while, the flavor fades and the carbonation flattens. But it tastes refreshing as heck, so Bubbly gets a 7 out of 10. Next is Spindrift. Spindrift is less talked about brand, but one that remains popular within the community. You can buy it at most stores, as well as buy the can at Starbucks. Spindrift boasts 11 different flavors, primarily fruit-based flavors, but they also have some fun ones, such as cucumber, half tea, half lemonade, and the popular raspberry lime. What sets Spindrift apart from its competitors is that instead of using natural flavors to flavor the water, it uses real fruit juice. Each can contains 5 to 8% natural fruit juice, and the rest of the can is carbonated water. Spindrift has a different flavor, for obvious reasons, than the other brands. It tastes a little stronger, but not in an overpowering way. The fizz hits just right, and the flavor doesn't fade. The only thing that could lose this brand points is that there is sugar, although only 1 to 3 calories per drink, and there aren't as many flavors as LaCroix, for example. However, they have ethically sourced ingredients, they're a smaller company, and they have natural flavors in them, giving them a 9 out of 10 for me. Next, let's talk about Pierre. Pierre has 9 sparkling water flavors, as well as 4 Pierre with juice flavors, which is sparkling water mixed with fruit juice. The juice ones, however, should not be compared to Spindrift, and as there is added sugar and juice concentrate in these. Pierre is actually mineral water, and has been around since 1863, sourced from French springs. Pierre is owned by the company Nestle, the biggest food corporation in the world, one which profits off child slavery, privatization of poverty communities' water sources, among other very unethical practices. The mineral water hits so different, it feels extra bubbly, and it is so unbelievably refreshing. Plus, it brings out the subtle flavors so nice, lime is the way to go. Based on flavor alone, Pierre is incredible. However, I have to knock it down because I feel guilty enjoying it and buying it due to the parent company, 7 out of 10. Last up, we have San Pellegrino. In terms of basic sparkling water flavor, Pellegrino has about 4 flavors, but they have a lot of other drinks called sparkling Italian water, though they are more like fruit juice. Pellegrino is also mineral water, sourced from the Italian Alps. Pellegrino is a cult favorite, preferred by restaurants of all statues globally. Pellegrino is also owned by Nestle, the incredible company mentioned before. Drinking Pellegrino is a good time. They have a special formula for the amount of CO2 they put in, and it hits the spot real nice. I enjoy their plain sparkling water immensely, though the flavored ones are not my go-to. San Pellegrino gets a 7 out of 10 as well. All in all, my first recommendation is LaCroix or Spindrift out of these. They are the companies with the highest moral code and with flavors that absolutely do not disappoint. However, you can't really go wrong with any of these brands. Taste-wise, Pierre and Pellegrino are something special, but it's hard to enjoy a drink when it pays for such unethical practices. However, that is only at the parent company level. If that doesn't bother you and you want either plain or lime sparkling water, get Pierre or Pellegrino. But if you want some fun flavors, my first pick is going to be Spindrift.